Hello, this is Mr. Monkey's Lounge. I am MML Ninjamonkey,
And I'm MML Oraculum.
and today we've got a ZVP. This is KiWiKaKi up here in the yellow, and Stephano down here in the pink colour.
That's right. This is on the Lost Temple map. This is the new version. Well, not new. It's just the most updated version of Lost Temple. Stefano's moving out his Overlord. Going to check if KiWiKaKi's actually in that position. He's not. He is actually the furthest possible distance away from him. So we'll see how this plays out.
And we have got a pylon going down here by the natural. You can't wall off this ramp here because of the supply depot. That's on a lot of maps now actually. That was a big problem with cannon rushes and just blocking people from even being able to expand. And KiWiKaKi getting a bit supply block there. Don't know what that was about, but I don't know how this wall off is going to go.
Yeah, that is
going to go across here, and then he'll have to go all the way around. That makes sense.
That is a very odd pylon position. I've never actually seen that myself.
I think I've seen it a few times, but this is what the real pros like KiWiKaKi does.
So yeah, we do see some strange stuff getting put out there from the pros.
Yeah, they definitely know how to play just almost too well. So we've got a spawning pool coming down here from Stephano.
He isn't going for that hatch yet. I think that drone might be going down there, but he's quite cautious knowing that probe's about.
He doesn't want any funny business, because Protoss can easily cannon rush the natural down here. And now KiWiKaKi just checking for that natural expansion timing.
Stephano did get his gas after the spawning pool, so he's not rushing for speed straight away.
See, I like this. This is going to block off that drone, and KiWiKaKi responding immediately to that being attacked, and he's making a lovely rally around that drone. Oh, and the drone just gets the hatchery in.
And KiWiKaKi has put down his forge. He will most likely be going for a forge fast expand, as he does have... Yeah, here comes the Nexus.
There's the Nexus. That's really early. That's almost at the same time as the Zerg. Now the Zerg will probably put another expansion down following that. But there's not really much option here for Stephano, because the rest of his expansions that are close to him have rocks in front of them. So he's going to have to go all the way up here if he wants a quick third.
Yeah, or he could hide it on the left.
Over here.
Yeah.
That would be so dodgy, compromising pretty much half the map.
So KiWiKaKi is expanding fast, but he is quite open actually. Although he has got a nice block onto his main, so he can choke that off quite easily, but he can easily harass that natural with Zerglings.
This Zergling now, he's looking for any dodgy play here that KiWiKaKi might be putting down. And maybe KiWiKaKi is going to do something dodgy here, because his probe is right up here in the 3 o'clock position. That Overlord might spot that. I'm not sure if he will. No, he's just missed it.
No, and KiWiKaKi's putting down 2 gateways now. He is no gas at the moment.
That probe will probably fall here, and that probe now just going to try and get as much scouting information as he can, as this Zergling just slowly whittles it down. And is there any more Zerglings on the fit? No, this is probably the only Zergling, and those shields are actually like coming back quicker than I'd expect. This probe being a real hassle for this Zergling.
That Queen did move out there, but didn't do anything helpful to that.
No, that Queen just going to miss out on the opportunity to have a poke at this. But this probe is so mischievous. And there is another Zergling on the field, but he's holding the watchtower, and he doesn't exactly want to pull that away just to kill this probe. But he is... How is he alive still?
KiWiKaKi did put down his first gas geyser.
And Zealot's now coming out. And he's going for a quick third by the looks of things.
Oh, he is chrono boosting those Zealots out. He does need those early Zealots for that defense.
This is a very Zealot heavy build we see. Not much gas either from KiWiKaKi, just one, and it's only just gone up. Here comes that third I was talking about Stephano needed to take. It's a very early time in the game, but Zerg's doing this quite a lot against Protoss.
Yeah, it is quite regular. We do see that double expand against Protoss now, just to get that economy going. You know, you need to stay ahead if you're Zerg these days.
And these Zealots, after they take down these rocks, they can just run down here and maybe snipe this hatchery if they're lucky enough, or just do some economical damage.
I do like the fact KiWiKaKi is going for that backdoor expansion. It will be a lot safer from those Zergling round bys.
Yeah, KiWiKaKi also knows that this is a big possibility that Stephano is going to get this quick third, and maybe KiWiKaKi's thinking, right, I'm just going to go for my own.
Well, Stephano is getting down his Roach Warren, which will be quite effective at this moment in time, as there is no range units really out for KiWiKaKi except that sentry.
Now some Zerglings doing damage to these rocks. It's as if Stephano just knows that he's going to try and put another expansion up quick, and speed now finishing. So, oh, that is a very fast third for a Protoss player. And Protoss now moving over to this third expansion. Yes, he does detect it, but that Zergling on that watchtower is going to see all this coming down, and he's responding with quite a few lings coming over here. That drone transfer.
When a Zergling run by going into KiWiKaKi's third as well.
Third is getting harassed at the same time. These zealots, are they going to pull back, or what are they going to do? They're just standing there while these Zerglings just attack this third base, and these Zerglings being pesky against Stephano with those pesky lings. And maybe he's going to snipe this, and Stephano has made KiWiKaKi cancel his third, and this third may just go down.
Yeah, there is not enough here to deal with these zealots right now. He can snipe that quick before engaging.
Doing a lot of damage, but I think the hatchery has gone down. That's a great advantage here from KiWiKaKi, and these lings now running into KiWiKaKi's mineral line, but that cannon is there to stop it, and he's got his sentry of his own, and these zealots have been cleaned up. One single roach coming over and getting one single kill.
Well, that was a big blow to Stephano's economy, as he's been put down to 2 bases, equalled the Protoss again, and KiWiKaKi did want his third up, but he just got denied, so he did get that robo down.
A lot of gates going up here. Are we going to see a 6-gate push relatively soon, and that expansion going straight back down for Stephano? Bit of lag there.
It does seem that way. He is getting +1 on his attack.
Now,
you might see a push.
If KiWiKaKi still wants this expansion, though, it might just be a push to get his expansion up to keep those units away from his base. But Stephano now coming in just to check it, which is lag, sorry about this. He's hiding in this little crevice here, just being sneaky.
Oh, that is quite nice play there. I don't think KiWiKaKi even knows about this.
It looks as if he might. He is putting those sentries in a nice position, and these Zerglings are just going to stand here and make sure he doesn't get up that third, but he is moving a small force to destroy this. They're just running around.
Zergling's doing a funny dance there.
And is there any force fields going down? No, he's not going to waste his energy. I think that's good play there, and these cannons are just going to pick up a few Zerglings. 3 Zerglings, in fact.
That was a bit sloppy there from Stephano, losing quite a few Zerglings for no reason. He could have just retreated straight away.
Play there from Stephano, and now Stephano, I think he wants his 4th to be the goal.
Well, and KiWiKaKi did put down his Colossus then, so we will be seeing those Colossus coming out.
He could do a drop of some sort, and now Stephano is going to push at this base, but that cannon going to get a lot of kills if those lings just stay there. And there are a lot of roaches to back this up. I don't know how many there are. There are 22 roaches on the field, and that's quite a lot.
Yeah, this push might be quite devastating right now. There are quite a few force fields available.
KiWiKaKi known for good force fielding. That one roach is on his own. These roaches now going to take out this forge, and the +1 armor, I think it was, hasn't complete, and yeah, they've got +1 attack, and these roaches and a few somewhat 3 lings are going to back off right back round here, keeping the pressure on. He just wants to whittle away at that Protoss.
KiWiKaKi has opted to go for some Immortals at the moment. He does need that for those roaches. Oh, and Stephano has a good gamer sense. He's putting down his Spire, just expecting Colossus, it seems.
Yeah.
Obviously going to get those Corruptors out.
Ooh, these roaches in a really good position where these cannons can't hit them. It's just little things like that that put you apart from those lower league players, really.
Well, KiWiKaKi does put his units in position for this.
Down, and he's trapped all these roaches, all of them down, and he can't even burrow away because that observer is there. Brilliant play from KiWiKaKi.
It was a nice idea to try and burrow away,
but
that
observer, he was just in there. KiWiKaKi with his own gamer sense right there, and a 5th going down to Stephano. Really trying to get ahead of economy right now, and there's 3 bases up for KiWiKaKi, and it doesn't look as if he's trying to push it on, and a forge going down to get those upgrades back.
13 Hydras are about to pop out now, which will be very strong against these gateway units. Only 1 Colossus out. or about
Yeah,
to be
those
out.
Colossus
So
go through those Hydras very quickly, so maybe he's going to want to just go for Hydras for a small portion of the game, then go straight for those Corruptors, maybe to throw KiWiKaKi off at what units he's getting.
the only thing is Thermal Lance isn't complete, so he does have a chance to snipe down those Colossus quite early on. Thermal Lance has only just started, and there's only one or maybe two Colossus out, just the one.
Ooh.
So he is quite vulnerable right now.
Hallucinated Phoenixes now coming over for some scouting.
When 8 Corrupt is coming out now, this is Colossus just completely irrelevant now.
Will KiWiKaKi see that? He has got 2 Phoenixes. Yes, he's seen the Corruptors. He's seen quite a few Corruptors. He knows about the Corruptors. And there's a macro hatch going down there in Stephano's base. And he knows all about that.
Down go the hallucinations.
But he will know they were just hallucinations and not just an air army coming. Because they did explode in front of him.
Yeah, no, KiWiKaKi is going for his gold. He does want to keep up with that economy. Stephano seemed to almost have half the map, except one expansion. So he is going to be quite ahead, mate. He must be droning very hard right now.
How many drones he has? He has 81 probes though.
Whoa,
From
unexpected.
He's a worker crazy player here. Now a push.
It must be those chrono
Looks like he's
boots.
coming in for the push, and that's one Zergling down, and he's taking out these creep tumors, but the army of Stephano is coming over, and that's a lot of Corruptors right there. That is...
Yeah, those Colossus are going to just fall.
Very scary for the Protoss army. The Colossus taking a lot of damage, but those Stalkers turning around, trying to get some shots off on them, and the Colossus are all down. There's a lot of Hydralisks here that could just clean up this Protoss army. And there's another Colossus.
There is another
just
Colossus
up on the,
out.
hill, but those Corruptors, that means nothing, and Force Field's going down very nicely, getting rid of these roaches pretty quickly. Now the meat of the army is down, and it's a lot of squishy units left.
Yeah, that's a very nice block on those Hydras, actually excluding them from half the fight. And he has got a very nice concave here. He's losing a lot of units.
From behind, cleaning up these. He's going to need that observer there again. Where has that gone? Taking out during the fight. These could just get up and do some damage. Oh, KiWiKaKi knows. He doesn't want them getting anywhere.
No, not many units left. Stephano did lose a hefty chunk of his army there, but he is pumping out 20 Hydras right now. Oh, he's back up to 196 food straight away. That's some nice macro.
All these Corruptors are going to get picked off out of nowhere. Stephano doesn't need to lose these, but he's going to lose a lot of them. Maybe he's just sacking his... yeah, he was. I'm pretty sure he was just getting rid of some of his supply. And
yeah, he wants more ground units right now. There's not many Colossus out.
Units and a lot of warping zealots there at the bottom. Now, these Hydras are going down very quickly to these Colossus. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to get rid of those Corruptors, and the Stalkers just firing down at these Hydras. There's not enough to deal with how many Stalkers KiWiKaKi has, but there's more and more coming up, and we don't know. Yeah, the Stalkers are going to get that. Oof, I was getting scared a minute there for KiWiKaKi. And more Hydras coming up, but these will easily be picked off. And those Corruptors really out of position, just getting taken down. And maybe it is for the food, but the food is nowhere near 200. Maybe he just forgot about those Corruptors. And one Hydralisk.
Stephano,
Ninja.
he is pumping out those Zerglings right now. That is a very nice idea. He does need those surrounds because his ground army just isn't cutting it right now.
Those Force Fields also cutting them up nicely, but not many sentries left in KiWiKaKi's army. This taking a lot of damage at one point. Oh, a few Zerglings get picked off there by that cannon. Now the Roach is just trying to get in, but a nice block there, and these Zerglings are getting taken down, just shredded apart by these Colossus. Trying to get units...
Well, the Hydras are doing their bit though. They're not getting attacked by the Colossus at all yet. Oh, now they are getting burned. Stephano just doesn't have the units. KiWiKaKi is just ripping through these.
I saw Stephano was trying to get into the third, maybe a bit too much, and he just wasn't attacking for too long. Lost too many units by the looks of things. The Colossus holding a very nice static defense with his army, really, right here, and securing his 5th base right now.
He has put down a Stargate, so we might see some Void Rays possibly, or Phoenixes. And I must say the creep spread is really good right now.
Over halfway of the map, and I'll tell you what, creep spread is hard to do after all this multitasking going on. Look how many roaches there are. and to creep spread. It's just, but you can just see he's a good Zerg player here.
Yeah, Stephano is actually feared in Korea. He did spend quite a long time training there.
Comes the roaches. There's only a few of them though, and they're gonna poke over here. But there's just a lot of cannons here. But maybe he can do some damage. But they're right behind.
Not microing at all.
He knows what's going on. He's trying to get out of the range for the cannons, and he's going to try and snipe this Nexus. But the cannons in there, I think there might just be too much KiWiKaKi can do to defend this. But he's got a lot of roaches there, and he's taking out these stalkers.
KiWiKaKi's front door is being pummeled right now.
Front, trying to make KiWiKaKi multitask there from Stephano, and Stephano burrowing these roaches. These cannons will detect them soon, so he's got to get them out of there.
We do see a mothership in production.
See that lovely toilet idea if we saw some Archons maybe. But that got patched out, didn't it?
Colossus toilet now.
You'd have a high seat.
So, infestors are being worked on as well right now. This is probably a really good idea actually. If everything's going to be cloaked by that mothership, he can just fungal those units back into his vision. Oh, a DT shrine actually being thrown down as well. He might be going for those Archons.
I really do hope so, because I love to see a mix of almost like every unit on the field. We'll have the mothership, we'll have the Colossus and the Archons. All really effective against Zerg actually. Oh, a lot of Corruptors now. How many of that? That's 19 Corruptors on the field in there. Maybe just going to walk past the army.
Oh,
and
just marching in there, but
there's so many Colossus just ripping through that ground army even before the Corruptors can deal with them.
That wasn't really a good idea for Stephano, just getting himself surrounded there, but he did take down those Colossus really quick, so...
He's dead now, but there's no ground army to deal with all these Stalkers, and Blink now being deployed at these Corruptors, the Corruptors, all on really not healthy health.
No, they will be going down quite quickly. Oh, but Stephano is getting his hive up. Hopefully we'll see Broodlords. I would like to see that. Oh, KiWiKaKi might be going in for a little push here. Maybe going for a snipe.
This is used a lot, and yeah, there's the Observer to make him blink up. He's up, and he's going to take out this macro hatch really quickly. But he can fungal these, and they will not be able to blink away. There's a lot of... Oh, KiWiKaKi might lose this here. A lot of Zerglings.
Oh, he did try to split that up as best he could.
There's quite a few of them, but that macro hatch did go down, so I think Stephano lost quite a lot there from that.
Yeah, he did lose that extra production there, so he will not be able to get as many units as he'd like out. He is at 174 food right now. He might be saving up for some ultras, maybe. That would probably help him out for his cause, as the KiWiKaKi's army just seems really tough right now.
So we have got the final two bases being taken by both players. This is going into the extreme macro now. This is where the pros really do show what they're made of.
Yeah, especially with every base being taken on the map right now. You're not going to get higher income than this.
This is it. And there's just not much going on at the moment. A lot of Corruptors just flying up here, checking if there's any dodgy play. It's just... the whole map is in vision at the moment for us. Apart from this little segment here. Anything could happen there. Right here to win the game.
No man's land.
That defensive spine crawler mix up in the middle. Zergs really like to do this actually, and they can just fall back to them, and it does give them the edge on some battles.
Yeah, it's a very good idea, especially considering half the map is creep, so Stephano can just... it's his playground right now.
Just move up to this, as far as this really, but there's Protoss army now coming round. Maybe gonna blink up and snipe this base here. Colossus just marching up, and they're in, and this base will fall very quickly. That health is going incredibly fast, and it's gone, and that Queen is just gonna say, "You shall not pass," and they're leaving.
And Stephano is flanking. He's on the low ground.
He's pushed for those really nice positioning here from the Protoss, and getting out of there using the mothership.
Oh,
brilliant!
Very nice. Perfect time to recall because he was surrounded there. And we are going to see Broodlords. He is getting that Greater Spire. Just what I was hoping
A
for.
few stalkers maybe trying to push this, but Stephano just getting rid of it. This is almost like a stalemate here from both players, just trying to pick off what they can, where they can.
Yeah, it seems both players are just waiting until they're both at 3-3. Just waiting until that inevitable massive fight happens. And then, well, there can only be one winner.
Definitely. This is a 1v1. And this is Starcraft. So we've got not much army actually for Stephano. And not much army for...
No, I
They're
think...
quite small now. It's all about probes at this point in the game. Yeah, there's nearly 100 probes for the Protoss player.
I really wouldn't be surprised if KiWiKaKi started sacking some of those probes. He does have 5 grand of minerals just stacked up.
And he's going to try and take out this before it's even constructed again. KiWiKaKi's just trying to get away with anything. He's taking out the queen this time. That queen won't survive. And these drones are going to go down. All the drones have been knocked out. And the army of Stephano is coming, but there's not much army there at all. Trying to get a fungal off. And very nice fungal there, taking quite a few units to a stationary position. And the Broodlords are here, and they're doing... They've been blown at. And these Broodlords are going to survive, and the mothership is going to recall right back here. But a lot of losses there from KiWiKaKi, but he can just macro back up. Look at that money he's got.
Yeah, he only lost 1 Broodlord in that confrontation there. But KiWiKaKi is going for Void Rays now, 4 at a time.
Wow.
So we are going to be seeing this countered quite quickly.
Whoa. That's going to be scary for Stephano.
Oh, not if he pushes now.
Time to push. Maybe Stephano knows what he's got to do, and he's doing it, and he's brought a wall with him. And there's a lot of infestors and a lot of broodlords here, and just taking out those cannons. Roaches there's just units everywhere. Here come the...
And a lot of cloaked units coming for those broodlords. He does need to move away.
The Void Ray's now out, but... Here we go, the fungal going down. He will be able to see them. The fungal gets rid of their detection, and a lot of units going down. Here's Stephano doing a lot of damage. And wow, he's overtaken the mothership with Neural Parasite. And
everything!
So close, I don't know what's happening. Colossus coming out, and the wall will stop those stalkers from getting in, and those Void Rays are doing a lot of damage. There's not enough air control here from the Zerg. All those infestors have gone down. And now Protoss really going to try and make a push at this wall. This wall is falling, and that Blink Micro is phenomenal. It's making a lot of stalkers survive there. My gosh, KiWiKaKi just managing to defend, and Stephano just keeps pushing. It's just crazy gameplay right here.
That was the most even fight if I've ever seen one. Both teams just losing the same amount of units, it seems.
Is coming up now. That's going to definitely get rid of that air, and 2 stalkers being caught out of position, but that's not good. And a lot of transferring probes gonna be cloaked and away to safety. An army coming down from the Protoss, just taking out that base once again and blinking down, and maybe going to take out another base this time. These roaches trying to hold on. The army has come back here from Stephano. A lot of... he's called out. He's just...
He's really taking the mickey out of Stephano right now.
A lot, and no energy. The mothership being used very efficiently. I love KiWiKaKi's style. Here we go.
Stephano's just had enough. He's just going to push him.
Fungal going down, and these corruptors definitely dealing with the air, and there's a lot of stalkers. They've all blinked into the broodlords, and they are getting taken out. The wall is helping, and these corruptors just trying to do as much as they can. The mothership has fallen, and these stalkers now going down. The blink micro isn't as good, but he's blinked away. These corruptors need to be transformed into broodlords to get rid of these stalkers that are just taking out these broodlords. Infested Terran going down in a hope to take out these stalkers. A lot of stalkers in there. We don't know how many. There's quite a few. This wall just trying to prod at them, and he's got away, but not with much. And Stephano could just transform a few of these into broodlords and get away with a really strong push here.
And he did lose quite a lot of Broodlords in that fight. I think all of them went down. He morph in some more now.
DT doing
But those
no
Stalkers
damage
really
here. He
got their
has
money's
these
worth there.
3 overseers with him. They're going to just completely destroy those DTs, and now coming in for this. Not going in for that, apparently. Void Ray's being caught out of position, and Stephano might just rip through this base now. Where has KiWiKaKi's money gone? Stephano.
KiWiKaKi just really has nothing out right now. Stephano can just run rampant in his base and take down his
being walked in
production.
at the wrong base, and this base just being ripped through, and there's a lot of Stalkers in there, and that Colossus will go down, and these, all of them down. If DTs do come out, he will be able to take out a lot of army.
KiWiKaKi's new mothership is about to give birth.
But this army is just way too big. Gonna take out some more probes here with these lings. Gonna just move up into the main with the rest of his army. Stephano has got the map to himself right now. He is just ripping apart this Protoss. The production is going to fall, and KiWiKaKi just getting a little party back here, maybe to ruin Stephano's own party, but it's not going to happen. It's just so strong, but he's falling back.
Stephano's just taking his rage out on KiWiKaKi for all that pushing earlier, just harassing his base, making Stephano reposition along the map. He just needs to let out steam, just take down everything KiWiKaKi has.
This is the last defense for KiWiKaKi. The army of KiWiKaKi is nowhere to be seen, and these cannons will just get ripped through by these roaches, especially on 3-3 upgrades.
Don't know why he's backing off there. He could just take that base out. And yeah, he is going back in now.
Just
maybe he thought there was some units there.
Archons down here that I did not see.
Unseen Archons, there's quite a lot there, enough to take out those roaches, as they do AoE damage.
There goes the Archons on those roaches have fallen, but there are a few more roaches in here. The army being split very well now. Are they going to blink into these roaches? No need to use blink. KiWiKaKi thinks he's just going to take them out. One roach surviving. Oh, but he can see that. The cannon, there is an observer around, or something's giving him detection.
The thing is, KiWiKaKi is almost out of money, and Stephano has banked a lot of minerals, so whatever happens, he can rebuild right now, and has a lot of mining bases still, compared to KiWiKaKi.
Only one spine crawler just running away, but he's not going to manage to find safety.
I really think KiWiKaKi has a really strong army right now. He might be able to kill Stephano off if those Archons get a good position.
His army there, just keeping them back, holding it until he can just push, and somehow KiWiKaKi could beat this army, but that is looking scary from Stephano.
KiWiKaKi's just sitting his army in the middle of the map in Stephano's vision, just letting Stephano figure out what he needs to do in this time of nothingness.
You can see a 20 food, well, Stephano is 20 food up, KiWiKaKi, and he's just going to get that obs and take out this creep. He doesn't want Stephano getting all the way to his base, which he nearly did actually. Brilliant creep spread. Now here comes the engagement.
KiWiKaKi's leaving that mothership behind.
There aren't enough of Corruptors in this case to take out these Colossus, but there actually might be. They're not being targeted. Those Colossus will fall, and a lot of Neural Parasite going down, and the recall has been made. Brilliant micro there from Stephano, losing a lot of army there from KiWiKaKi.
Oh, and the Neural Parasite actually stopped those units from being teleported away. So those units are a definite loss, as the whole army did disappear, but KiWiKaKi's just taken significant losses and has no money. I think there were DTs in the Stephano's top base, but they were taken care of with ease, and Stephano just has the minerals to deal with that sort of thing.
He's really far ahead. I don't know why he's sitting back here, but could probably just go take this out right now.
Those Archons are quite scary, and they are in a choke point, so they will be able to deal area damage to all of the Zerg if he rushes in there.
Have to go for a split attack again and just take out everything, and the High Templar now coming down. Doesn't have Storm yet. Maybe just trying to get cheaper Archons.
No. He might be going for feedback on the Infestors also, that would be quite handy.
Idea there from KiWiKaKi. Probe just getting picked off there.
So Stephano just waiting till he's got that 200 army, it looks like, before he pushes back out again, just to make sure he can win that fight. Very wise, as KiWiKaKi could win it back if positioning and those power of the
And he is
Archons
on
really kick in.
3 upgrades and 2 shields, so that's gonna make the Archons very good because they're all about the shield. I mean, they've only got 10 HP.
Yeah, and there's not actually much Zerg can do about those shields. I mean, fungal growth they can't even stop Archons, so they can just keep walking out and just doing that area damage to those infestors.
Void Rays coming out now, and really KiWiKaKi has no money. He's just gonna have to do something brilliant here. His position needs to be great for this fight, and he's got the choke he wants. He's just waiting.
And Stephano is letting him have time to build up that death ball once again. So, oh, and it does look like something's happening in KiWiKaKi's base on the
roaches
left.
are going in, and there is a roach, some burrowed roaches that have been dropped off by these overlords down in this base here, and he's gonna maybe take out all the last economy of KiWiKaKi, and KiWiKaKi is coming up now to defend this, and I think he'll be able to clean it up, but he's gonna do a lot of damage. Has he got an observer with him? Is he gonna be able to burrow?
Oh, this could be the thing that Stephano needs. KiWiKaKi's completely out of position. Stephano has the chance to just run into his main right now, but I don't think he knows it.
He's coming back right now, and I don't know what is up with his positioning, and these roaches just running around.
Oh, Void Ray just there to defend this.
Burrow.
Not really going to do much damage.
KiWiKaKi pulling that Void Ray back. He's scared of these roaches, even though they can't shoot up. And that's what Stephano does. He just installs fear within you.
Yeah, Stephano has just been doing nothing for so long. KiWiKaKi's actually caught up in food, even though the fact he's not actually getting that much income compared to Stephano. So we're going to see a real fight on these guys' hands. What is Stephano going to do? He can't let those Broodlords go down quick. He needs to keep them in a good position. He needs to get a good concave, get a nice surround. Otherwise, he's not going to win this.
Which is being very sneaky, and just haven't been seen by KiWiKaKi, or he's just leaving them there. I don't actually know. What is Stephano doing? Why is he? What time does he need?
I think he is just trying to get that monstrous Broodlord count even higher. It does look like he's got enough to just wipe out anything KiWiKaKi has.
But there is 8 Archons in the field and a lot of Colossus. It's 7 Colossus in that army there. This is just going to come down to unit composition in the end.
Yeah, the thing KiWiKaKi has got going for him is that area effect damage. Both Archons and Colossus have that. Even maybe some High Templar, but it doesn't look like he's actually saved any of them for Storms, which could have helped him quite a lot,
Stephano
actually.
has created a very nice wall and maybe an engagement here, because KiWiKaKi has come around, and this choke is brilliant for a Protoss player. He's going to try and push down here, and Stephano bringing all his forces back. Those Corruptor's Neural Parasite going down, those units are lost forever.
Oh, just getting that little edge he needs for this final battle.
Down.
I'm not really sure why KiWiKaKi pushed in. Oh,
them. Catching Stephano completely out of position. Not even we noticed that one. That was brilliant play there.
Oh, this changes everything right now. Stephano's completely out of position.
This is really nice, and Stephano's he has to go up that choke, and all
he
those
does have that choke
going
point.
Down.
Lots of
the air support
Zerglings
is coming from this side, but KiWiKaKi just has to pull back, and maybe he's got enough energy on the mothership, and he does bring it back, and he's taken out the hives. Nice. The hive's gone.
That was very nice from KiWiKaKi taking out the tech, and he saved up just enough energy just to teleport straight back out.
Brilliant.
Oh, I wasn't even seeing that coming.
He's going to try and do something here. He knows he has to. He's taken significant losses during that battle, and his economy now evened up to KiWiKaKi's. I don't know why he didn't finish it earlier.
Yeah, Stephano does have that Broodlord count, which is good for him, but he is behind in food. He should have taken that chance a lot earlier on in the game to just kill off KiWiKaKi.
Caught here, and they are very slow.
Very out of position.
Stalkers are taking them out very quickly, and those Fungal's going down and trying to get a kill on that mothership again, but that's not happening, and the Blink has come in, and Neural Parasite on these again. The AoE damage in the Zerg's favour here. He's taking a lot of the Protoss army out. These Broodlords just staying strong. All he needs to do now is take out the air support, and the Archon's doing a lot of damage to these Broodlords, and there's not much he can do about it. These Colossus ripping through this ground army, but KiWiKaKi deciding to pull back slightly. He's trying to get as much damage on these infested Terran. The Broodlords are going to take out this Nexus. The Nexus has fallen, and some Stalkers here now, and Stephano, that battle goes into his favour. I think KiWiKaKi is out. He cannot mine anymore, and he has no minerals.
No, and those Broodlords really played in Stephano's favour there. He just had the pure quantity just to rip through those Stalker count. So this next battle is just going to topple KiWiKaKi unless those Colossus can just get rid of those Broodlings and allow the Archons to go and attack the Broodlords. But there's just going to be too many Broodlings on the floor.
There's that DT. He's been sitting there taking off drones.
He's
not
dead.
dead. Alright,
no,
so
he's not dead.
a drone and probe fight here. This is the most intense thing that's happened all game. Of course I'm joking. Whoa, he's winning. This is his all-in. 5-minute rush right here.
5-minute rush.
So
Standard Colossus rush.
Oh, coming round and
But the Broodlords are going to be engaging.
Oh, the Spore Crawlers were revealing that. And this wall. Nothing's getting through that at the moment. I think KiWiKaKi just needs to try and do what he's been doing before. Harassing at both ends of the field pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, Stephano just looks like he wants to carry on getting those Broodlords numbers up again. Just for that final battle, which hasn't actually happened yet. There have been quite a few battles which the Broodlords did really help with. He just needs those numbers high. Oh, he's getting an infestation pit. Did he lose that in the fight?
Down. Just in case an army is up here, he'll have vision. Nice thinking there. And Stephano moving his wall. A lot of spine crawlers just getting up, thinking, "Hey, I don't want to sit here anymore." And he's moving. They're going to protect this statue. That's what it's all about now. Stephano wants. He's taken the Protoss statue hostage, and these Broodlords now coming up here, and he's going to see that there is no Nexus, and he's probably going to engage.
Yeah, these probes are just long distance mining. They're just going to get ripped to shreds.
What's going on, Stephano?
Oh.
Staying with his wall, he's just going to push slowly forward. Stephano in a really comfortable position right here.
Yeah, I don't really see what KiWiKaKi can do to kill this army in a straight up fight. He needs to pick off what he can get, really. He could go for another cheeky push and teleport out, but he could just lose everything if that happens, so we'll have to see.
He's going to scout up here, and it's almost perfect timing. Ooh, just out of range, I think. Yeah, one burrowed there. Brilliant idea. Stephano really does have a lot of the map covered with scouting, actually. Broodlords trying to pick off some units, and a lot of probes now coming out for this all-in. This is the last of the Protoss.
Yeah. Yeah, he has no other production, he's got no mining,
So
there's not anything KiWiKaKi can
again?
build. I think he's just waiting for a chance to do some damage to Stephano without losing.
There's no army here. Stephano completely out of position, but he's running back across. He's on that creep, so he's very fast. Colossus taking out a lot of the wall, and he's away. Or is he?
Oh, and he might go for the engage. He's just getting those Broodlords in position, getting his 3 hits off.
Back and forth,
oh, he's going for the engage. No, backing out at the last second.
Broodlords just picking off some of these probes that have no health at all in comparison. Oh, this is far too intense.
KiWiKaKi's just waiting for his chance, but Stephano's really holding him at bay.
And he's going to push. The Zerg going in for it. A very nice ball here.
Oh,
There's a lot of
he's
damage.
just going in for it right now.
Brilliant fungal going down right there.
Nice
And
fungals.
taking in a lot
A
of units, but
vortex
two
went off there. I'm
vortexes.
not sure how many units he caught in
Two
there.
vortexes.
Throwing the
Is he gonna put
broodlords
his own
in there.
units in there? He's put one Archon just gone in there and another just popping in.
Oh,
And
one
he's
Archon
taking out.
jumps in.
He's sending. Stephano's
losing a surprising amount of units in this.
Back, and a lot of them taking damage. The splash damage
Here
from
come the
the
broodlords.
Archons. But it looks as if KiWiKaKi might actually have this. Stephano losing all his units, but there's
Stephano
no air
loses
attack other
everything
than
in that battle.
This mothership's going to have to take out this. There's our stalkers back here, and KiWiKaKi with a really nice position, but Stephano has got the money. He can bring it back. He can get some army. He's going to have to scrape whatever he can. Now the Colossus just ripping through these spore crawlers. He can't die. Grats! Stephano has left the game. KiWiKaKi winning it after not mining for so long.
Really
And
holding on
Stephano
to
just
what he
didn't have
had.
the gas. He just had no gas. No anti-air could come out. He could only make lings, and against Colossus, that's GG, and that's what happened.
Those vortexes really played in KiWiKaKi's favour that game. Really
Whoa,
just...
those Archons.
Wow.
Right, so the toilet still does work. I'll keep that in mind. We've been Mr. Monkey's Lounge. This has been KiWiKaKi versus Stephano. Over and out.